Hello folks, hope you're doing well. Yeah, I found a bit of a correction to a video I did previously. It looks as if W.H. Smith's locally isn't shutting down. I just spoke to someone in W.H. Smith's about half an hour ago, just under, and that person said no, as far as he's concerned, no. So when I spoke to the person on the high street, that person was correct about Superdrug, but not correct about W.H. Smith's, apparently. So, okay. I thought I'd share that correction. Okay, earlier on, as I said, I was speaking to a bloke outside of the church. He's a new member of the church since I was there. I did not share anything really that God has been doing. I hinted at what God is doing, but I didn't really share anything. Yeah, we'll put it this way. On the times that I have shared, I felt there was an opening to share. Like recently, I did a video about the fact that I spoke to Dave, who I went to his house group about 4 years ago. And it was I only shared with him because we had a phone call, and when I said I was doing really well, he asked me to explain that. So he opened the conversation up and asked me to explain why I was saying I was doing really well. So he wanted to have that explanation. So now there was an opportunity to bring that. And in a lot of the opportunities, when I said I was speaking to the Jehovah's Witnesses, again, there was an opportunity to do that, to share with them, because we were speaking about beliefs and the differences in our beliefs. Whereas, to be honest, the chap I was speaking to today seemed nice, seemed friendly, seemed really exactly what you'd want from a welcomer. Really. All the phrases he was coming out with is very typical of people I've met before in evangelical or Baptist churches or in charismatic churches. Yeah. Very similar sort of nature and personality to those people. Yeah, very sort of anyway, don't worry about that. But as I say, so there wasn't an opportunity to speak. Now, I don't think there would be, really, with people from that church. I don't think there will be. I don't think I'm going to actually go into details of anything with people in that church. I don't think God wants me to. Not right now. As I say, it really has been, even speaking to Dave, sharing with Dave, it probably is mainly because of the fact we haven't spoken in such a long time. That the opportunity really was there to share. Yeah? So, yeah. Well, and also, one other thing, then I realised as I was walking back from the church earlier, from a place I've been in before, for a few short months. And actually, while in there, I was going through some incredibly difficult times, to say the least. From September the 19th, or previous, September the 12th, wasn't it? Yeah, from September the 12th onwards to around about the early November sort of time. Yeah, some very, very difficult times. Yeah, finding out that Mrs. B was married, or that lot. Yeah. And so, really, for me to share with those people, there needs to be evidence. I think there does. I think there needs to be evidence. Now, does that mean that God may want me to go back there and show the evidence according to my nature now? I have no idea. But until God really tells me to do that, I won't. I won't. No. Yeah, I mean, to me, church has never really been anything that I've been really pulled towards. So, yeah, for me, I understand it. I understand it. It's really, really good for some people. But I also understand it from the point of view that if I want accountability, if I want something real, then I need to stay away from church. Because really, you don't get that in church. So, yeah. Now, does that mean you won't get it in church in the future? That depends on Father, doesn't it? What Father wants to do. I can't answer that and say whether that means this, that and the other, because I don't know. I've no idea as to what Father wants to do. Although I have some idea, but whether the ideas I have are exactly what Father wants to do, that's the point at the moment. I'm waiting for the evidence of that to come in. Because at the moment there is no evidence of that right now. So, yeah. But I've done some walking, so that's good today. I've done some walking. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, as I say, with regards to evidence, yes. I did a video recently talking about that I'm sharing more now. That could be seen as evidence that I'm doing better, but is that real evidence that the path I'm on is a path that other people should be on, that it's a better path? No. No. On its own, no. Yeah, things are still moving a bit too slow for me. That is truth. Yeah. 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 Oh, it is what it is. Yeah. I know. I just want to know, I mean, look, and it is also a case that, I apologise for bringing her name up again, but Mrs. B, yes, that situation, it would be a shame if it's left the way it is. It'd be a shame if it's left the way it is, because it's, it started off bright and cheerful and it's ended up quite dark, and it's like, that's not good. I'm not happy with that. I'd rather that came towards a better ending. Again, that's up to God, isn't it, really? Yeah. So there you go. Not much else to share but that, really. So I say, evidence is incredibly important anyway with regards to all this stuff. Because anyone who's saying that this is a new path that God wants us to walk on, there has to be evidence to back that up. Evidence of God moving in the lives of those people. And at the moment in my life, it's still being held up by this, that and the other, this, that and the other, this, that and the other. So it's like, okay, yeah. There still is no evidence yet. So, yeah. I'm not going to say that that's a good thing. Certainly, it doesn't seem like a good thing. Now, will it end up being a good thing? Maybe. But right now, it doesn't seem like a good thing. So, the issue of moving forward, yeah. At the moment, I'm not really sure if there is a moving forwards right now. It's just a case of, do what you do. Get up every day, do what you do. Because if you're waiting on God to do, then you're waiting on God to do. Well, for example, if my life reflected what a wonderful, glorious, loving, graceful, merciful Father that we have, I'd be happy for Father to take me into any church, even that church down the road. I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. No, well, because, I would then understand that, okay, Father, I see that you can use me in that situation, because people are going to want to know what's happened. If they see that my life has been immensely blessed, they're going to want to know what's happened. How do I get from A to B? Where if I'm still sort of in A, or it looks like I'm still in A, even though I'm not, I'm in B, but if it looks like I'm still in A, then they're not going to ask anything, are they? And do I want to be in a church where, as the bloke I spoke to outside said, the congregation were hero worshipping the pastor, Manuel. Now, what I never said to that bloke, and I should have done, was that really my problem wasn't completely with Manuel, it's also with the congregation. Because there's no way, shape or form he could have done what he did. Everything. There's no way that he could have taken a church in the direction it went into, had the congregation that wanted to go in that direction. Now, I don't think there was an awful lot of kicking and screaming from the people to say we don't want to go in this direction. It's the same as, the congregation cannot drag the pastor into a direction that they don't want to go into. Not really. Because you don't have to go, do you? You have the choice. Do you go? You don't have to, you choose. That's the important thing about free will, is that we have a choice. The problem is people tend to forget about the fact we have a choice. But if you're in a church that is a Pentecostal church and there is no spiritual life in that church, if it's a Pentecostal church, then you are a dead church. If you're in that church and you're unwilling to recognise that fact, well, yeah. That's well and truly up to you, isn't it? To stay or to leave. To say that this is good enough, or to go and find somewhere else. But they stayed. They said this is good enough. I heard the usual. As I was standing there talking to the bloke, another chap come over, and it was quite nice. The chap just come over to ask some questions about the church, and because he basically explained that his wife died all of a sudden, fairly recently, and that was horrific for him. But now he's met another woman, and this other woman wants the two of them to go to church, and so he's asking, and the bloke that I was talking to said the normal stuff. Well, it's a good church, it's a loving church, it's a family sort of church. No, it isn't. Guarantee you one thing, it's not a family sort of church where it wasn't. Not when I was there. No, I've said for all these years that Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons are out of order, because when someone doesn't toe the line according to belief, they basically ostracise these people. Well, so did a Christian church. So does that Pentecostal church. They do things in exactly the same way. Speak to Manuel, speak to Bernadette, speak to Mrs. B. And that's the point. Would I be prepared to go back into that if my life isn't showing that this new way is the way? That it's beautiful, that it's of God, and it's... Oh, no. Even stepping back into something that's horrendous. and knowing it can't do anything for me, and at the moment I can't do anything for it. And I say, with regards to a church, I said to the bloke there, finding a church is like finding a husband or wife. If you find the wrong one, it's going to be difficult and it's going to be painful. And he tried to say, yeah, but you grow in that. Yeah, you do. If you don't fucking die. If it doesn't kill you, yeah, you grow in it. But for some people, it kills them. Certainly with regards to their faith, it kills their faith. Certainly, as I said before, if it's not enhancing you, then it's doing the opposite. It's not going to do nothing, is it? You're not going to have a situation or relationship where that relationship is doing nothing. It's going to do something. It's going to enhance, or it's going to be a detriment to your life. I have no doubt about that in any way, shape or form. If you are in contact with people, those people will either enhance your life or be a detriment to your life. There'll be one or the other. So if you've got a situation where people are a detriment, look, if you can be an enhancement to their life, you put up with that crap. Oh, you do. Because you know that a difference is being made. But that's the point, a difference. It's not about who the difference is made to you or to them. But a difference has to be made. But a positive difference, not negative. And if you can't see that, get out. Get out before you can't. That's the thing, really. And at the moment, as I say, in my life, I don't see any evidence of So, yeah. Oh, but as I said, put it this way, if God was really saying to me, wanted me to go to that place, that church again, will I go? Yeah. But I'd hope that I would see the evidence really, really quickly. There you go. That'll do for this one. Hope you have a fantastic week ahead. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.